Sonic Frontiers. I'm loving it. This game gave us a totally different Sonic experience and I'm all for it. With it though comes so many new things that we haven't really seen in a Sonic game before, and right off the bat this can drive so many people away from that fact alone. Normally with a new game in a series you can think, I can apply a lot of what I know from the previous titles, but with Frontiers, not so much. This game still feels like Sonic, don't get me wrong, but the way he controls and does stuff is very different from before, and this new open zone setting creates an entirely new environment that Sonic is not used to. So, to save you from struggling too much in the beginning, here are 5 of my spoiler-free tips for you to use when starting Frontiers. Sonic's base ring cap in the open zone is 400. Now while this seems like a lot already, it can be increased further as you go along, but I will advise against this. Let me explain why. When Sonic hits his max ring count, he will boost so much faster, making this much easier to move around the open zone. If your ring cap is higher, you need more rings to get this power. Combine this with Sonic's new Psyloop ability. If you draw an infinity symbol with the Psyloop, Sonic will be granted temporary infinite boost. Yeah, that made no sense to me either. Once you've drawn the infinity symbol, Sonic will have infinite boost that will run out after quite a while. It can be a pain navigating this huge world when your boost runs out constantly, so using this will completely prevent that. I also recommend using this before going to fight certain guardians, as you'll find you won't have such a hard time this way. Whenever you see a red symbol on the map, this indicates a map challenge. Complete this and you'll be able to see more of the map of the island you're on. Complete more and more, and a rail will appear, linking together parts of the island, like a fast travel system. It will also become clearer which puzzles and guardians you haven't beaten with the more of these you complete. Complete them all on one island and I'll let you see that for yourself. Collect as many purple tokens as you can, as these will allow you to borrow Big the Cat's fishing rod to spend a bit of time fishing. You can actually collect items required for game progression here, so effectively, do enough fishing and you can skip some puzzles, guardian battles, and cyberspace stages if you hate them that much. Look, I'm just gonna say it, some parts of the game are ridiculously annoying to get the items you need, so fishing in those parts of the game will let you avoid that. The first thing you'll notice in Frontiers is how much the boost has been nerfed. It's a lot more like a sprint in this game. It's not quite as slow as the piss poor excuse of a run button from Lost World, but not as powerful as the unstoppable bullet he is in Unleashed or the other boost games. The air boost mechanic returns from Forces as well, which I was pretty excited about. You can cancel some actions like stomping by using the air boost too, it's kinda crazy. You can also cancel a homing attack using the air boost, and the momentum carries over, giving you a massive burst of speed. This is much more useful in cyberspace than in the open zone, but either way it still has its uses and is an incredibly fun thing to use. The notorious stage 1-2 is suddenly not so notorious. It's still difficult as hell though. The final tip I have is that Sonic is overpowered, so take advantage of it. Almost right from the start of the game you can dodge oncoming attacks, Psyloop to stun enemies, hell you can even parry attacks. Enemies too difficult to stun? Psyloop them. Enemies moving too fast? Dodge them. Enemies god forbid trying to attack you? Parry them. Enemies too difficult to fight just now? Run away. You have options for basically anything with Sonic's base moveset. And that's all the tips I can give without spoiling the game. If there's any other tips you have, feel free to leave them in a comment down below. And also don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe so you don't miss out on any uploads. As always, my name is Snack, and I'll see you in the next one.